Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Jojo Palacio, and on this channel, we talk about all things beauty. Today, we are talking about e.l.f. Cosmetics, e.l.f. makeup. I am doing a full face, this face, using e.l.f. makeup. I went on and did a haul recently online, and I decided that I should probably film myself using a lot of these products because that's why I got them, is for you guys. So today's look is inspired by that. If you missed my haul video, I will link it above. That way you can see exactly the products that we did purchase. I got 2 or 3 shades of concealers, foundations, brow products. That way you guys could see a little bit of everything. But I'm also very excited because we are entering the 4th week of the giveaway. Today is actually the last day for this week's giveaway, and we are giving away this guy right here. This is the Morphe Mama Mitchell holiday haul, and if you guys are not aware of what is in here, I will absolutely show you. I went over it on Wednesday with you guys, but I will absolutely show you again. This giveaway closes out actually at 6 p.m. today, so don't miss out. This is the 4th week of an 8-week marathon of giveaways where I've been giving away brush sets, eyeshadow palettes, and this week is actually the biggest giveaway. Look at this guy right here. It is a box full of goodies. You've got some lip liners, you've got a palette, you've got a Morphe setting spray, you've got some brushes in here. So we are giving this away this week, and the last chance for you to enter is today at 6 p.m. For more details on the rules and how to enter this giveaway, please read the description box below. That way you're aware of when and how I will be announcing the winner. Also, look me up on Instagram. It's Jojo_Palacio, where we do a lot more chit-chatting, more first impressions. You guys get to see a lot more behind the scenes, as well as that's where I'm gonna announce the winner. So let's get on with these e.l.f. first impressions. Let's get started with the eyes. I'm excited to use this product right here. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. If you are new to my channel, then you probably don't know that I use this, the original formula, the 16-hour Camo Concealer original formula, a lot. Okay, and we're gonna move on to the lids. So for my eyelids, I'm gonna use this as a primer. I like it because it is more of a hydrating formula, so it's not going to cake or crease on the lid. So we're going to just apply that with my finger as we would your eye base. Love it. We're gonna set that with a powder like we usually do. I'm so excited for this first impression of e.l.f. because I don't know if you guys know, but I did do a haul that went up last week, and I bought a ton of things from e.l.f. just because I wanted to make sure that I had options for drugstore affordable things that were dupes for high-end products. So if you haven't seen my dupes video for concealers, then you probably don't know that this e.l.f. Camo Concealer is a great dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape. They have the 16-hour Camo Concealer and then the Hydrating formula, which are identical to the Tarte Original and the Hydrating, because now the Shape Tape has a Hydrating formula. So go check that video out. I will link that as well as the haul video in this video so you guys can see everything that I got from e.l.f. So moving on, let's go into the eyes. So we're gonna start off by using the Bite Size Eyeshadow Quad in Pumpkin Pie. This is so cute. It's literally everything you need to create an eyeshadow look. I love the fact that it comes in a quad with both matte and shimmery glittery options, because makeup shouldn't be complicated, and I've heard really good things about this. So let's pick this up with I'm gonna use a Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH33 brush, and I'm gonna start off with the darkest color, which is this guy here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just work that into the outer corner as well as the inner corner. I kind of want to go for a halo situation today, so let's see how this works. Okay, so once you've built up that color pretty much in the crease area, I want pigment. That blended out okay, and it did build up quite nicely. I didn't have a ton of fallout. It wasn't really hard or chalky. And even on the pan itself, I'll show you guys, there isn't a ton. There is some fallout, but not a ton. So we're gonna move on to this shade here to help blend that out and kind of work that up a little higher in the crease. We're gonna use a bigger, fluffier brush to help me do that. And we're just gonna build it up on the brush first and then blend that out. And so I'm just gonna tilt my head back a little bit, and we're gonna very lightly take that on the edges of the first shadow that we used to help blow up, smoke out, and blend. All right guys, so once that's blended and pretty blown out, we're gonna switch gears. I will say that that second color gave me a little more of a hard time than the first color being a matte. But I'm gonna take, which of these two? I wanna take this guy that's right here in the palette, and I'm gonna put that in the center of my lid using my ring finger. So we're just gonna create the halo by pushing that right onto the center of the lid, directly over your pupil. Ooh, very pretty. So with that very same brush we used to apply the brown and no additional color, I just want to sweep at the ends of the inner and the outer corner to make sure that everything is blended and still smoky and nothing has a defined line. This is a white peach cheek and blush and highlighter duo that I got, which looks like this. So pretty. I'm gonna take that highlighter and I'm gonna pop that over the top of the eyeshadow that we put in the center to really make it pop and stand out a little more. I love that, so pretty. Oh, so simple. So far the quad has been really good except that one color, and that glitter shimmery shade, I can't wait to put that highlighter on my face. So let's move on to mascara and liner. Okay, so next up on first impressions is this e.l.f. Lash It Loud Volumizing Mascara. I made a commitment to you guys that I was gonna get more drugstore products, but primarily more of the mascaras and lipsticks. And so this one was one of their top selling or best selling on the website, so I obviously had to get it. It reminds me of the Dior, what is it, Pump It mascara, just that silicone wand. I love that because I know that these are good for separating. They really do build up a lot of the product on the lashes. So I'm excited to see how this wears. There is no disgusting smell, which I love that. Most mascaras that are from the drugstore are stinky. Like, does anybody else agree or disagree? You can comment down below, but I just do not find that I like the scent of most, but this does not smell, and so far it is separating my lashes so well. And they stay nice and high too, like they don't fall over. I really like this mascara. That was really, really good. Ew, love it. All right guys, so now that we're finished with the eyes, let's move this first impressions train right along to complexion, which I am super excited for because it's a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. So first but not least, we are trying out the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This is absolutely one of their best sellers. I am so excited to try this just because I have tried Tatcha the Silk Canvas and I really like that primer. I use it on brides a lot. And this is supposed to be a dupe for that, like a really, really affordable dupe for that. So that is pretty exciting. Ooh, very smoothing. I'm just gonna keep working it into this section here, which is where I have the majority of like my larger pores. And then you guys know that I like to use a combination of primers, which is nice. I'm gonna take this guy right here, which is the e.l.f. Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer for the outer perimeter of my face. I don't necessarily have pore issues on there. I just want something that is nice and hydrating yet also gripping, and that's what this is. This cooling, wow, first of all, I just wiped off all of that. This cooling primer has been compared to the Hydro Grip Primer by Milk Makeup. So this is a nice dupe for that. I can absolutely see the gripping tackiness happening. I'm not mad. Doesn't smell super minty. I almost don't smell anything at all, but I like the fact that it comes in a pump and it was super inexpensive. If that's a dupe for it, I'll let you guys know how my makeup wears because that would be really, really nice and convenient and inexpensive. So next we're gonna start off with our foundation. We are using the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. It is an oil-free satin finish foundation and I use it in the shade Sand. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, it says to use a small amount of the foundation on the center of the face and then blend from there. But you guys know we're going for full coverage here. So we will start with one pump, build it, and see how we feel. This foundation is a little thicker. It almost feels like it would be a CC cream or something. I can see the satin finish of this foundation. It's definitely a medium coverage foundation. As you can tell, that blemish that I had there was covered up a little bit, but not completely. So I'm going to probably try to cover that up a little more with the concealer, because I know that I like the concealer. I know that that has a great coverage. Okay, so this is the moment that I've been waiting for. You too, I know you too. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. We use it on our eyelids, but I'm excited to use this on my actual under eye area because I am such a huge fan of the e.l.f. Original Camo Concealer formula, which is a matte. And I've heard really good things about this formula, so I'm excited to try it. I got it in the same, oh no, I got it a little different. Okay, so I got it in the shade Light Ivory and Light Sand, which are a little lighter than the other two shades that I have. I figured I might as well just lighten it up just a little bit because I have noticed that it's a little too dark, so I went a little lighter. Okay, so we're gonna use Light Sand as my concealing shade, which is what I'm going to use here to help me further conceal this guy up. And then there's also one here that I want more coverage on. It is lighter than the contoured part, but that's okay, guys. We will fix that. I'm gonna apply this directly into the under eye area as well. And any areas where I have redness, darkness, or need a little more coverage, this is my concealing shade. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I like to use two different concealer shades to help me do two different things. The first is Conceal, which is the shade that is maybe one shade lighter than your foundation, if not the same color as your foundation. And then I like to highlight with the shade that's 2 to 3 shades lighter than my foundation. So we're gonna take this and just keep it right in the areas where we put it because that's where I want it to be concealed. All right, guys, so we are concealed up. If you're someone who is okay with just concealing, you don't need to highlight, you can move on. But I want to highlight, and I am going to just stop for a minute and say that I absolutely am loving this formula so much. Ugh. I'm gonna put that in the inner corner again, and then we're gonna take that right up here to help us brighten that up. Forehead, bridge of the nose, and then just a little bit under the chin. This formula is so good. Guys, obsessed. So we see the glow, the radiance. I love that. I'm just gonna set my under eye with my regular JoJo powder combination. I absolutely am obsessed with this. I love it. All right, guys, so I'm gonna let that powder set, and we are gonna finish off our under eye area with the, what is this called? Pumpkin Pie. I'm gonna take a combination of the two colors that we use, so that crease shade and the darker brown, and we're just gonna work this underneath of the eyes. And we're going to use that same e.l.f. Lash It Loud mascara to put under our lower lash line. I love brushes like this because it makes it so much easier to apply mascara to the lower lash line. I'm not as scared to make a mess. All right, guys, so I've dusted off the powders. I've put some bronzer on. I didn't really get a lot of powders and bronzers for two reasons. A lot of the colors were sold out on elf.com, so I wasn't able to get a lot of my colors. But then I also have a lot of different drugstore options in powders and bronzers and cream stuff that I love. So I have to be sensible, but they are all drugstore products, so I'll list them down below. That way you know exactly how I completed the look outside of the e.l.f. products. We're gonna go back into this little duo here to do the highlighting and the blush. I'm also gonna use that highlight for my inner corner, but let's see how it looks on the face. Now, before I put on my highlight, I'm gonna take this e.l.f. makeup mist and set spray, and I'm going to apply that all over my complexion. I will say hold this out super far because that filter in the dropper is not good. Like, you can see how thick the chunks of sprayer. So I would recommend that you hold that out. I do, however, really like the setting spray. I remember a long time ago, this was my go-to setting spray from the drugstore. So not hating on it, but I feel like we could fix a little, you know, mister filter or whatever, spray filter, whatever you want to call it. It's just, it's thick. So we're gonna take this guy, and this is again the Duo in White Peach. And we are going to just put that right over the top of the cheekbones. Ooh, that's nice. Wow, love that. I'm gonna put that above the brow. I'm gonna tie this in. I've been liking to like tie the outer part of the eyeshadow to that as well. That highlighter is on point. And let's take a look at this blush. I was so excited when I saw this color because it is the perfect just in between bronzer highlight moment that won't take away from your eyes. It won't take away from the whole look. You won't look like you got pinched by your grandma. You know, it's like the perfect summer color. Love it. So complexion, almost done. We just gotta do our brows. And for brows, I was pretty excited about this too. This is the Instant Lift Brow Pencil. It is another one of e.l.f.'s best sellers. I've heard really good reviews about this. It's comparable to like the Benefit, not precisely my brow, but what's the other one? The Goof Proof brow pen. I'm excited. And then in addition to that, we also got this e.l.f. Wow Brow, which is very similar to their Gimme Brow by Benefit. So let's check these guys out. I got this in the shade Deep Brown and Neutral Brown. This is Deep Brown. So we're gonna do just a quick brow moment. Ooh, yeah, the formula is very good. It's not pulling on my skin at all. At all. Wow. Very easy to work with. I really like that pen, you guys. Let's check out this Brow Wow. This I got in medium brown. It looks like it also has fibers as well, just like the Gimme Brow, which is nice because for those of you who have not as thick brows or you're looking for something to help further fluff and volumize, fiber is always great for that. And it's very natural looking too. I could definitely see myself using this on a daily basis when I'm just trying to run out of the house and don't really have time to do my brows in like full detail. But this is nice. Ooh, I like both of those products a lot. Guys, I am super impressed with all of these products. Let's do our lips. For lips, I didn't have a liner for the e.l.f. I'm just gonna use my NYX Suede Lip Liner in Cans. So I pretty much applied that all over the lips, and then I'm going to put up top of it this e.l.f. lip lacquer in the shade Wild Rose. Ooh, that is it for the look. Let me just finish up fixing my hair and I'll be right back to do an outro with you guys. Alright guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope that you liked this e.l.f. makeup first impressions video. I had such a good time reviewing things for you guys, giving you a quick first impressions on how they felt, how they smell, how they worked. The final look is gorgeous. I'm really liking the way the complexion looks. That Camo Hydrating Concealer was amazing. The primers were really good too. Look at these eyes. It was super easy to create this look with this quad. So inexpensive. I think they're $5. There's 4 good quality shadows. Very wearable for every single day. I hope that you guys liked it, and don't forget that we are in the 4th week of our giveaways this week. We are giving away probably the biggest prize that I have so far, and today is the last day to enter it. So if you have not entered the giveaway yet, or you're not aware of what I'm talking about, go into the description box and read the rules for the giveaway. That way you can enter. It'll have what we are giving away as well if you missed that in the intro. And that is it for today's look, guys. Love you, bless you, and I will see you guys next time.